Hello and welcome, you join me ADG, and here we are for round 4 of the Wide Open Throttle Manufacturers League. So this is the league where you've got to use both Group 3 and Group 4 cars from the same manufacturer, and this time round we're at Nurburgring Gp for race 7, half an hour race, and we're in the Group 4 cars. So we'll quickly go through the qualifying order. We're in first position with ADG 123, which is me. Surprised myself a little bit around there, didn't expect to get pole. GT Deli B in second. Robust the Hood regaining a little bit of lost magic in third. Street Boy in fourth. We've got Chris 74 Mac in fifth. Blackie joined us this week in sixth. Good qualifying from Blackie to say that he doesn't normally race with us. Ginger Crackhead in 7th, S2 Law in 8th, got the crazy Australian Diablo, our only international driver, in 9th, Angus McCurtup in 10th, Steve Stearns in 11th, and then we've got Dark Smoker in 12th. So we'll jump back up to the front, hit start, and away we go. Rolling start for this one. So we'll skip onto this view, I think, and look back and see what happens. So if we go back, not everyone gets through the last corner before the start starts. So who's going to lose out? So it's Diablo that loses out, really. He's the first of the guys, and all the guys behind that have to come through the last corner. So a bit of a disadvantage, the rolling start, sometimes on certain tracks, this being one of them. Anyway, we jump on board with Ginger Crackhead now, close to the back of Blackie, and going for a dive down the inside. Oh, a bit of contact as Blackie doesn't see him coming, turns in as he normally would do, and Ginger's too deep into the corner already, so a bit of contact on the side of Blackie there straight off. Unfortunate to catch, but there you go, first lap it does happen. Chris 74 Mac in 5th position, right on the back of Street Boy. Street Boy, our current championship leader at the moment, so bear that in mind through this race and the next one. If you join me for race 8, the half an hour race around Bathurst, which I will be doing shortly after this. So yeah, away we go, lap 1, and we're off. We've got Robust right behind GT Deli B, slightly in front of these guys. So top 5 now, ADG in first, GT Deli B in second, with Robust right behind him in third, Street Boy in fourth, fifth is Chris, and there's a bit of a gap, a little bit of a gap to Blackie in sixth then, Ginger right behind him in seventh, S2 Law in eighth, so decent start for some of these guys. Ninth is Diablo, Angus McCurtup in 10th, Steve Stones in 11th, and Dark Smoker still in 12th, so few little position changes in there, nothing major. Does everyone get the braking done nicely into the chicane for the first time? Nicely done from Blackie and Ginge. Yeah, looks like everyone's coming through quite nicely. Ginge down the inside on Blackie now though. Looked like there was a little bit of a moment from Blackie going deep, so Ginge making the opportunity work, taking the inside and up into 6th. Blackie coming back at him now though. Ginge just making it on the brakes, gets through T1 nicely. Tricky corner is T1, downhill braking, really tight right-hander to get it tucked around, and then it drops down a little bit as well. There's quite a bit of elevation change at the apex, so it's a tricky corner to get through. So Ginge now up in 6th. See what else is going on. S2 Law with a decent start. He's keeping the position from Diablo in 8th, Diablo in 9th, and Angus challenging Diablo for 9th. Let's jump further up, see what's going on towards the top. Got me driving away a little bit on Deli at the moment, got a little bit of a gap. And we've got Robust with Street Boy right behind him, so Street Boy could do with getting past Robust. Won't do him any harm for the championship points. heading into this round, there was Street Boy was first in the championship with I think 10-point difference to me, which was second, and then GT Deli B was third with I think a 3-point difference between me and GT Deli B. So it was all very close heading into these last two rounds, last two races should I say. So Robbo's doing a good job, Street Boy just having to follow him round at the moment. One of Roberts's favourite tracks is this up. Chris dropped off a little bit now off the back of Street Boy in this battle, but still doing a good job in fifth. Ginge looking to close that gap though. See what he can do over the next couple of laps. Blackie trying to do the same now to Ginge. S2 Law is where the action's at with Angus McCourt looking feisty behind him. Diablo's dropped back a position now, so Angus goes down the inside. Goes a little bit deep there, so S2 Law, S2 Law takes a different line, gets the exit, but then there's a touch of contact. S2 Law has a big correction to make, captures it nicely though, but Angus ends up winning out through those couple of corners in the end, up into 8th. Good move there from Angus. Diablo watching the action unfold in front of him, front row seat of the action. Dart Smoker up into 11th now, he's got past D-Zones. The Dart Smoker up a position on lap 3. So good close action from these guys at the moment. S2 Law looking to try and get that position back and secure 8th place again. Good stuff from these guys so far. Really like that livery that Angus has done. Really neat, nice, professional job. So what else is going on? Gingy's still leading away from Blackie quite nicely. He's catching up to Chris there. Coming through the last chicane on lap 3. Chris coming around the last corner now. Head over the finish line to start lap 4 in 5th position. Still see that battle going on behind between Angus, S2 Law and Diablo. Let's jump to that. It looks like it's getting hot again. S2 Law down the inside. Angus McCourt just sticking out to the outside, trying to get the line for a better exit, but S2 Law does a good job through there, manages to hold 8th position, secures it nicely. Can Angus come back at him down into this corner though? No, S2 Law holds the apex nicely, gets it turned in easily, early even, so there's no room to dive down the inside. Good job. Definitely having a good race, even though they're not fighting for the top spots, having a good battle for 8th position here. Blackie's not far ahead as well, so if S2 Law can just get his head down, not have to drive defensively for a lap or two, he might have a chance of catching up to Blackie in front. What's Ginge doing? It looks like Ginge is slowly getting closer and closer to the back of Chris, so can he put him under any major pressure? We shall see as the race develops. Street Boy and Robus. GT Deli's now up in 2nd place. GT Deli's always been in 2nd place. I don't know why. For a moment I thought Robus was past him, but he wasn't. My mistake. So this battle between Street Boy and Robus has been going on for pretty much 4 laps now. They started in these positions, 3rd and 4th, and it's been good stuff from the start. Robus found the pace again this week in the Group 4 Jaguar. Seems to be on it a little bit more. doing a good job. It's one of his favourite tracks though. GT Delhi, consistent as always, lapping well in the GTR. I pulled a nice little lead for myself at this point in this race, and just looking to keep consistent lap times now, try and keep that gap nice and consistent to GT Delhi in second. A bit of a gap between everyone from first to fourth. See what else is going on a bit further back. I'm sure the battle between S2 Law, yep, it's still going on. I thought so. Angus driving really well here to just stick in Stuart Law's, S2 Law's slipstream and right on his back bumper, but at the same time he can't quite just make that difference to make an overtake opportunity. And it's a really annoying feeling when that happens. You can catch up to the bumper of the guy in front, or you can stick with him, but you just can't make that extra little bit happen for you so you can actually have an overtake chance. But it looks like that's what's going on at the moment for Angus. Doing a really good job though, and if he keeps that pressure up, who knows what will happen. S2 Law could have a little bit of an incident. Good race going on here though for 8th. Been going on for a number of laps now. Brilliant stuff. Slightly different lines going on there. Is there a chance? Angus getting a good exit. Side by side. Can Angus get that 8th position again? He's around the outside, but he's going to be on the inside for the next one. Nice, 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 Angus. Good job there. Holding it around the outside, side by side with S2 Law. Made sure that he had the inside line for the next one, but look, still side by side, and Angus making sure that he keeps 8th position there. S2 Law down the inside a little bit, but tiny bit of contact between the two means that S2 Law has to back out a little bit. No harm done there. Diablo going a little bit wild in the background there, over the curbs. So Angus making the move work eventually, and gets his 8th position back, so really good race here for 8th between those guys. Diablo yet to get involved, but hopefully he can find a bit more pace at some point. Anyway, jumping back on board with Ginger Crackhead, he's now closing up on the back of Chris. So well and truly in the slipstream now. Chris having a little bit of a look behind, I imagine there, and loses it a little bit on the grass. Ginge doing a good job of just keeping it nice and steady, nice and clean. Looks like Chris is a bit flustered in front of him as well. Looks like he's a bit under pressure, so Chris is just losing himself a little bit of time now, whilst Ginge is just trying to keep it steady and look for his chance. Definitely got the pace on him now though. Again, Chris a little bit wild, goes a little bit early into there, so gets a bit of a fired out a little bit on the exit. Ginge going for the dive. Oh, having to back out as it looked like Chris didn't quite see it coming, so was going to be contact involved there if Ginge didn't do that. Good driving there from Ginge, good awareness. Could have been a quite hairy incident, that one, straight away. I thought it was going to be for a second then. Oh, and then Chris going wide on the exit curb. So Ginge in the end just forcing a mistake from putting a bit of pressure on the back of Chris and gets through nicely in the end. Street Boy looks like he's right back on Roberts' bumper. Good move there from Ginge there. Good pressure applied for a lap or two to get that move done. Meanwhile, Street Boy trying to get a good exit onto the start of lap 8 as he comes over the line. Dropping off Roberts a little bit through the last corner, so Roberts is nice and secure into T1. No defending needed. Now we'll quickly go through the order from the top and see where everyone's at. So, got me in first at the moment still, ADG 123, GT Delhi B in second, Roberts the Hood in third, Street Boy in fourth, Ginger Crackhead in fifth. So I was just watching him through those corners, seeing what was happening. Doing a great job in fifth. Chris 74 Max sticking with him, even though he had to concede the place. Well, he conceded the place a lap ago to Ginge. Ginger getting it a little bit late on the brakes and looked like it was a little bit of a lock-up. Blackie in 7th, dropped out of the battle in front a little bit now. Angus in 8th, but S2 Law in 9th. So that battle between S2 Law and Angus has definitely changed now. Big gap between Angus now and S2 Law. Angus in 8th position. Dark Smoker behind in 10th is closing up on the back of S2 Law now as well. So Dark Smoker gets to have a bit of a chance to get into 9th. And Diablo missed what's happened to Diablo, but he's dropped right to the back in 11th now. Unfortunate for him. So let's jump back on board with the action. We've got Chris here, and then we've got Street Boy to watch ahead as well. Oh, join Street Boy as Robbie's gone deep into there, so nearly side by side, but plenty of respect given. And Street Boy lets Robbie regain his line a little bit there. Keeping it nice and steady. Street Boy's in a good position here, so he don't need to push too hard. He's got the championship lead, as we've already mentioned, but 4th position ain't bad points wise, so you don't need to force the issue at this point. Just gone past the halfway marker in this race as well, so 15 minutes gone, or just well, nearly 18 minutes if I'm honest, but I haven't been watching, so more than halfway through. So the action's died off a little bit at this point now. It's just chasing the guy in front down from these guys. Street Boy's probably a little bit closer to getting the job done. Putting some pressure on the back of Robbie now, coming out of the last corner. Ooh, Robbie tightened it up a little bit, forcing Street Boy across, but Street Boy's got it side by side with him. Oh no, he's backed out, gone to the other side instead. I thought Street Boy was side by side with him then, it looked like anyway, but he must have just been behind him. So following Robbie for yet another couple of corners. Really good close racing going on between these guys, it's got to be said. It's been going on for what, 20 minutes nearly now, with same race for third position. Really good stuff for these two. Oh, jumping back to Chris, he's hustling the back of Ginger Crackhead now as well, right on the back of him, challenging for 5th. Can Chris do it? Brakes are glowing red there from Chris, heavy on the brakes into the chicane, and he's managed to get a good run out of there and got passed up into 5th. Nice job. Ginger Crackhead just getting, well, losing a little bit of momentum out of the exit of the last chicane by the look of it. Meanwhile, we've still got Street Boy and Robus in front, battling away. Street Boy just dropping in behind him again by the look of it. Ginger's looking to make a move back on Chris. Down the inside through T1, a little bit of elbows out, a little door rubbing, but Ginger's back through, up into 5th again. Good racing from these two now, battling hard as the race is coming towards an end. Still plenty of laps to go, roughly 3 or 4 laps. But it's good stuff, challenging towards the end. How's Street Boy doing? Going really well, this Street Boy. Put a really good championship together, a Street Boy, in both the Group 3 and Group 4 cars in the Lexus. It's a really good entertainment from these guys. Chris dropped off the back of Ginger Crackhead a little bit now as we jump back to him. Unfortunate there, he's got a bit of work to do now to make up that time and get it back. Ginger Crackhead doing a good job through the last chicane for the 11th time. And coming towards the last corner. Corner I don't like whatsoever. A horrible corner, personally. Anyway, what's going on? Robert still having this battle with Street Boy. We could watch that the whole time. Let's see what else is going on. Got AG123, which is me, in first at the moment. Going board with me slightly for a couple of corners. Trying to keep it nice and calm, not outbrake myself or do anything silly. GT Deli in second, got a nice gap to Delhi. I don't have to worry too much at this point. But at the same time, Delhi's got a nice gap away from Robust, so he's similar to Robust, he doesn't have to worry about any pressure from behind. But Robust is in a different situation altogether. He's still heavily involved in this battle between him and Street Boy. Got to give credit to Robust. He's pretty much held third position from a fast approaching Street Boy for pretty much the whole race now, so really good job for driving consistently and doing a really good job of keeping Street Boy behind you. If you look as well, he's not driving overly defensive. I think it was Diablo at this point had taken out all the braking markers everywhere, so everyone kind of having to guess where to brake into the last corner. So see Street Boy out braking Robust the Hood massively there and getting the job done. Nice job through the last chicane and up into third. So after all that work, he finally gets up into third with a little bit of a gap away from Robust. Can he make that happen? Can he make that gap bigger, should I say, and make it to the end of the race in third now. Robust diving down the inside, bit of a late lunge, but doesn't commit fully to it, so could have been contact there if Robust had have not backed out. So good of Robust to actually realise that that was nearly a fatal move, and looked like he backed out of it in the end. Oh, getting the run though, and then side by side through there, bit of argy-bargy. Looked like Robust was looking to let Street Boy back through there, but then Street Boy just tapped the back of him, so kind of looks like giving him the message, just carry on. That's what I'm reading into that, I'm not sure. But then Robust is pulling over to one side, is he? I'm not sure what's going on here. Or is he just defending? I think he's just defending. So a bit of argy-bargy there. I thought they would have sorted that out between them, but I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, that's nothing to do with me. See if it works itself out in the end. Does Street Boy manage to get back past? In the background we've got Ginger Crackhead actually catching up a little bit. There's not much time left in this race to catch up to Street Boy, but he can certainly try his best. If there's a little incident that happens between these two at any point, he might have a chance of gaining a position. So pushing hard through the chicane, lap 13 there, Street Boy to try and catch Robust. Good action. See what else is going on a bit further down the field. Chris in 6th now, lost the back of Ginger a little bit. Blackie ghosting for some reason, coming through the last corner. Angus in 8th. Dark Smoker in 9th now. Started right at the back, the Dark Smoker, so he's made up 3 positions. Good job from Dark Smoker. Well, I think there was 12 people in it when we started. No longer 12. S2 Law in 10th. Shame he's dropped back so much because he was having such a good race with Angus for 8th position for such a long time at the beginning. And similar with Diablo, so a couple of little errors that have dropped him out of the race a little bit, but it means that they will be starting towards the front in race 2, so it can all work itself out in race 2, the Group 3 race around Bathurst. Join me for that one. I'll be doing the replay shortly after this. I think I've already mentioned it, but no harm in mentioning it again. If you haven't already as well, hit that like button please, and hit subscribe if you're new to these races and you've not watched me before and you're enjoying this. Thank you very much. I will appreciate, well, I do appreciate it. I don't know why I say I will appreciate it. I say it because I'm anticipating you hitting it. What's going on? Anything else going on? It's pretty hard just to ignore this battle and not watch this the whole time. It is the best of the action at the moment. Can Street Boy make it into third position by the end of the race? So looking at the timer at the bottom and the lap times as they come over the line this time round to start lap 15, this will be the last lap they're about to start. So Street Boy, if he's going to do it any time, he has to do it now. Not particularly on this corner, but in this lap. Robert's going a little bit deep into there, so having to regain the line on the exit. Street Boy with a bit of a better line through that first and second corner. Street Boy down the inside, Robert's a little bit wide. Can they make it happen? There was a little bit of contact through there earlier on between these two. This time round they did it clean, but Roberts managed to keep third. But Street Boy's down the inside. Nice move from Street Boy. Gives the inside to Roberts. No! Oh, I thought there was going to be contact there. Very, very nice job there from Street Boy. Very good job there from Street Boy. I thought Roberts was going to keep the inside line for the next one, but Street Boy managed to get it done late enough on the brakes that he actually outbroke Robbie and kept in third position, so they didn't come out of the can't get my words now, didn't come out of the corner side by side. Really good job from Street Boy to do that. Robbie battling hard now in these last couple of corners to last sector now. Can Robbie do anything about getting third place back? Jump on board with me briefly as I come over the line to take first place. Good race from me, if I do say so myself, for another win. GT Delaby is going to bring it home in second, but we'll jump back up to this battle. Good job from GT Delaby. Second position he qualified in, and he just kept it in second the whole race, similarly with me. And then this battle is still going on right to the end, so the very last corner, Roberts dives for the third. And there we go, he actually gains it on the last corner and wins that little battle between him and Street Boy in the end. So Roberts is in third, Street Boy in fourth, and fifth goes to Ginger. Sixth is Chris. Good finish for everyone, really good race for everyone. Seventh for Blackie. I've enjoyed watching this one, it's been good. Angus McCote brings it home in eighth. S2 Law in 9th in the end. Dat Smoker not far behind him in 10th, and then already finished lap down on everyone else's Diablo. So brilliant race in the end, really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. I've been A to G. As you can see there at the top left, the next replay is ready to be watched, Mount Panorama, and hopefully I'll see you for that one. Take care, see you again soon, and adios.